Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Siu.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we are going to talk about the kinds of A/B tests that you should run to improve your sales. So the easiest one to start things off with, Neil and I have talked about this in the past, is adding pop-ups to your site. You can add exit intent pop-ups. You can have, takeover pop-ups. You can use tools like Often Monster, Sumo, HelloBar too, right?
Yeah, you can use all of them end up working.
Yeah, and then basically from there, you're just trying to drive people to a conversion. It could be trying to get people on a phone call or giving them an offer first and then offering them a phone call. But being creative with your offer and then having some kind of way of throwing an offer in front of them, like an exit intent thing, is going to help.
Yeah, the next A/B test you can end up running is related to your copy. You'll find that headlines and copy affect conversions more than most things. So look at your site. Talk to some of your customers, like get on the phone and ask them, why'd you sign up for your product? And they'll ramble, but ask them in one sentence or in a few words, please tell me why you signed up for our product. And of course, you want to say it in a nicer way. As you do that with 20, 30, 40 people, you'll find that you'll see a lot of commonalities and what resonates with people. And by taking that messaging, putting it with your headlines and copy, you'll see that your conversion rates will go up. And make sure you're consistent with that copy. So you just can't put it on your homepage. It needs to be your homepage, your pricing pages, your checkout pages, your product pages. You need to have copy that's all cohesive, flows well together throughout your whole funnel versus just one page of your site.
Yeah. Might
You
need to
all
edit
right
that
there?
part out. Yeah, I'm fine. But the other thing I'll add is adding in urgency. So when you have urgency, so when you have urgency, when you have a deadline, for example, people are more motivated to take an action. So you can use a tool like Deadline Funnel, for example, to put like a countdown timer, or you can have a real, actual, urgent deadline to get people to do something. Because here's the thing, Neil, when you used to do sales for the course that you were selling, what % came through the final email?
I would say 30+% just from the final email.
Yeah, and some people go up to 50% or so because it's the final email before the deal actually expires. So having urgency, people respond to these things well, especially when a sale is going on, whatever. It's human psychology. Add that in there. That should help.
Yeah, the other thing you can do when you're trying to run A/B tests is take your checkout pages. A lot of people think, oh, by putting all the form fields on one page, it's more usable. No, it's overwhelming for people and they just are going to bounce off. By breaking down your form fields into 2 steps, so you collect like name and email first and then the rest on the checkout, you'll find that your conversions will roughly go up either by 9, 10, or 11%. It's usually always somewhere around there. And the reason that also helps is because people are like, I already put in my name and email, might as well finish the rest. In addition to that, you now have their email address, so you can send them emails to try to get them to finish the purchase as well.
Yeah, and you want to be testing your pricing as well every now and then. I remember I was talking to the BugSnag CEO, and they changed their pricing 4, 5, 6 times in the first year or so, because ultimately pricing is you're just kind of pulling numbers from the sky. You're looking at other SaaS companies, but it's not really the industry. It's not necessarily applicable to the company that you're running right now. So again, like to Neil's point, talk to your customers, and then when you're doing customer development, ask them, hey, what price is too expensive? What is too cheap where you question the quality of it? But constantly test your pricing, maybe not too frequently, but that's the biggest lever you can pull, or one of the biggest levers you can pull to help your business grow.
Yeah, and when you're doing A/B testing, you can try things like button colors, text size, images, and what you'll find is a lot of these things don't impact conversions as much as people are saying or all these articles online are saying, but it is content. So one strategy that I have for you guys, and it's worked really well, like sometimes I've seen 40+% lifts from this. When people aren't buying and they're exiting, I try to survey them and figure out what else would you like to see on this page, or why didn't you make a purchase? And over time, you'll get enough responses. You take the ones that are the most common and you create a video that answers all of these objections. You do a remarketing campaign where you show them a video on Facebook, on YouTube, and what you'll find is that simple little tweak will generate you more sales. In addition to that, run an A/B test with that video also on the pages that people are going to. So you're not only answering objections, but you're also selling them at the same time. and it's a great way to generate more sales.
Yeah, and try short form versus long form copy too. People think, oh, people don't have the attention nowadays, but guess what? Sometimes when you look at Facebook ads, the long form copy actually performs better than the short form copy. Seen it myself, and you can also do this with your landing pages too. People think, oh, that's so internet markety, the long form landing pages don't work. Sometimes you need to have that, especially the higher dollar offer you have, the more trust you need to build. Try testing long form versus short form.
And the last A/B test I have from my end is optimize your ads. A lot of you guys are doing paid advertising. So run A/B tests on your paid ads where you educate more. So for example, on Facebook, try adding a video and a lot of paragraphs of text explaining your product or service and the benefits and why people should use it. Yes, your clicks will cost more when people come to your website. And we ran A/B tests, and what we found is when we do that, although the clicks cost more, the conversion rate goes through the roof. So in general, we're getting more sales for how much we're spending.
Yeah, final one I have from my side is this one's a little more resource intensive, but testing out freemium versus free trial, money back guarantees, or even combining some of these things. Freemium can be a really good way of customer acquisition, but just keep in mind, if you open up freemium, you're opening up a lot more resources in terms of the kind of development resources you need to take up on your site. You're gonna have a lot of free users, and only a small portion are actually going to be paying, but in some cases it might actually work out for you. So your mileage may vary. Again, it's resource intensive, you got to be careful with it, but sometimes I'd see it work out. Anything else?
That's it for mine.
All right, so that's it for today. Go to singlegrain.com/giveaway to get free marketing tools to grow your business, and we'll see you tomorrow.